Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Jazzy of Store Sasquatch here, and we are doing a Monday morning review on Tuesday night. I went to the cheap movies. I told you guys I try and make up for the weekend for being feeling sick. I went and saw Love Hurts, directed by Jonathan Yuzabuyo, starring Kehu Kwan as Marvin Gable, Ariana DeBose as Rose Carlisle, Mustafa Shakir as the Raven, and Leo Tipton as Ashley. Um, A realtor is pulled back into the life he left behind after his former prime partner in crime resurfaces with an ominous message. With his crime lord brother also on his trail, he must confront his past and history he never buried. The biggest part about this movie you gotta you gotta know is this is just a lot of fun. It is an action movie. It is like an old school, like kind of reminds you of like a Rush Hour or older, or yeah, Rush Hour kind of a little bit. Like that's more like a police procedural. So like we went like with like the drunken man or whatever, or just the older type of Jackie Chan movies that were taken seriously with the story wise, but when the action kind of came, there was like a little levity to it, a little comedy, and it's still moving around. His basements, his misplacements of getting hit and hitting people, and the stuff that's going on with him. Just all that's kind of what it reminds you of. This movie is like an old school movie. It feels like it is from 2000, easily 2000s. It has a great pacing to it. It's fast. It's only an hour and 20 something minutes, which is kind of really fast. Even for me, that was fast, but I liked it. The one weird thing was is we're in February, and it is in February in the movie because they bring up Valentine's Day a lot in the movie, obviously, because that's the big next holiday coming up, and that's the reason why this movie's out, and all the due date nights and stuff like this. And saying that is like great, bright green grass, bright day out. Like it looks like it's warm, doesn't look like it's cold. And they're supposed to be in Milwaukee, where it'd be like colder than it is here, and where I'm from, and it's cold because if you can see every now and then, I breathe out and you can see my breath. Um, but that's nothing wrong with that. There's just one little nitpick part of it. Um, it doesn't hold back from the fun of this movie. There's a lot of, I mean, a great like music soundtrack behind it, a great like choreographed fighting with it. You don't see a lot of these movies anymore that are just like not for like blockbusters or for a higher pen or a higher temp pull for the studios, which is always refreshing when you get a movie like this, and it kind of lays up to where it's supposed to be. Marshawn Lynch, great in it. He is in this. He is the standout part of this. It is easily when you watch it, you'll love his character. You'll love what he does in it. We have Sean Astin in it, Drew Scott, and then Reese Darby kind of plays a little role in it. And you know who Reese Darby is when you kind of see him, and he's hilarious, and he kind of plays that still kind of funny role, even though the levity of what is going on with his situation is not very good. So, yeah, I mean the Drew Scott, he's the realtor guy from HG TV and stuff like this. So I kind of went over his name and you didn't realize who it was. That's who it is. And this movie is about a realtor. So he's kind of like the he kind of like the karate kicking bad guy nemesis to the Marvin Gable, who's like a good guy, kind of supposed to be like a normal person, but is really an ass kicker. So that was kind of a little funny part in the movie. There's a lot of fun in this movie. We're not going to beat it. Overall C plus, action comedy B. I mean, we're not going to sit here and say that this is like a masterpiece, like a John Wick, but it was a fun, lighthearted movie. You go definitely see on like a date night with your girlfriend. You'd enjoy it. It's a love story. He tries to fall in love with a woman. The kind of the plot on IMDb doesn't make sense. That I need to start reading more where we're at because a realtor pulled back into his life after his former partner in crime services is not what happened here. He is a realtor who turned his life around after all that part. But she was not his partner in crime. His brother had to have him kill her, and instead they both disappeared. So I think that that's a little misleading if you don't know that part of the trailer. That it's kind of weird. Some of these synopses and some of these reviews for the movies on IMDb's and what they're about. Um, I don't believe that that one is very accurate there, so I just wanted to point that out. Yeah, I mean, this movie is great. It's kind of reminds you like, well, I was trying to think of, it kind of reminds like a kung fu movie from like the early 2000s in like Asia, but it's here in America and it's American made and it's English, and it's, you can tell that it was supposed to be English and that like everything was right. So like every like other like complaint I have about some of these action movies that have been coming out about being like English stars and or American stars and taking them over to another country, and then we're fighting in another country as not part of this. So this was all made in America. You can tell it's made in America. They tried to do it just like it would be here. I mean, you can't. I guess it could have been made anywhere, but they definitely made it known that it was Milwaukee and that we were staying in Milwaukee, and then that's kind of where it ended was in Wisconsin. So that's just my take on it. It's kind of refreshing too that this is what happens with this movie because we do get a lot of these crossovers where we're end up, overseas the half the movie instead of inside of America, which we should. I mean, it doesn't matter, but just the way it is with the current climax of these movies. But yeah, this movie's good. Go check it out. So you're gonna have 3 movies this weekend for your date night movie. If you're going to take her to a date night, I recommend Hard Eyes 100% if she loves horror movies or you like horror movies. This one definitely if you guys both like action movies. But I guess if you guys can't find a common ground on those two, you got Captain America for your Valentine's Day movie, and that's what we will be going to see next week is Captain America on. Well, we won't be going on Valentine's Day. We'll be going 2 days after Valentine's Day, but it is a Valentine's Day release of Captain America. It doesn't make no sense. I don't know what studio authorizes this, so I'm kind of interested to see the numbers here. I haven't looked up the numbers. I said I thought that Hard Eyes would be around 16 million. Um, you know, I looked at some of the IMDb reviews. This is lower. I'm gonna go like 12 and a half for this one. I'm gonna say Hard Eyes outsold this one. I don't know. We'll find out. Throwback Thursday. So right now I have this at 12.5 million, and I have Hard Eyes at 16.5 million. We'll see where my totals are from there. And then comment if you guys have watched any of these, or you're planning on watching any of these, or just on your, comment something about the climate of these movies that are coming out to like, why don't you think they're selling this year? Just let me know. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please have a good rest of your day or night, and please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.